General Hospital spoilers reveals that Allie Mills's official departure from General Hospital, no longer playing Heather Weber, has created a significant shock and upheaval in the storyline surrounding this character. Heather Weber, a captivating and unpredictable figure with a history of dangerous actions, manipulations, and complex relationships, has been one of the most turbulent forces in Port Charles. Mills's exit leaves a large void in the GH universe and countless unanswered questions. The tense relationships Heather built, with everyone from family members to formidable adversaries, are now in disarray due to her sudden absence. Heather had a long-standing history with many characters, from close family like her son, Steve, to bitter enemies in the criminal world. Her departure from Port Charles leaves a void that's difficult to fill, especially with the schemes she had set in motion. Other characters will now have to handle the consequences of Heather's actions on their own without her involvement. Family members, particularly Steve and others, must brace themselves to inherit Heather's complex legacy, from grudges to hidden secrets. Moreover, Mills's exit means that Heather's storylines, including dark schemes and calculated control efforts, will hit a dead end unless a new path is charted. This puts GH writers in a challenging position, as they must maintain the intrigue of the stories Heather left behind. Heather's enemies, who once sought revenge or confrontation, will now have to adjust their plans or shift their animosity towards new targets, adding tension and instability to the dynamics within Port Charles. Heather's absence may require GH to find other ways to maintain drama and new storylines, but it won't be easy to compensate for a character as deep and unique as Heather. Allie Mills's portrayal left an indelible mark, creating a gap that isn't easy to replace. Characters directly impacted by Heather's actions will have to move forward, grappling with the consequences she left behind. This opens a new chapter for GH, but also brings a sense of loss as audiences bid farewell to a character who has been central to the highs and lows of Port Charles. Heather will be recast on GH, and the search for a new actor to take on this complex role is sparking excitement and high expectations. The character Heather Weber has been crafted with countless outrageous and unpredictable storylines, making her one of the most dramatic and surprising characters in Port Charles. This change not only opens a new opportunity for Heather's storyline, but also places immense pressure on the new actor, who must embody the wit and complex depth that fans have grown accustomed to. Heather has caused considerable turmoil within the GH storyline, from secret plots to daring revenge schemes. Her return with a new actor could elevate the storyline, especially if the writers decide to explore her darkest and most complex facets. This is a great time to place Heather in more intense and challenging situations than ever before. And audiences will witness a Heather who might be even stronger and more determined in her actions. The new actor playing Heather will face a challenging yet rewarding role, where they can add fresh layers and breathe new life into this character. Fans expect that this recast will not lose Heather's unique charm, but rather enrich the storyline. As Heather prepares to face new schemes and enemies, the new actor must create a Heather who is both familiar and fresh, making every moment on screen as captivating and memorable as ever. Heather is attempting to assert her rights, especially in the fight for custody of baby Ace. Heather's determination is stirring up all of Port Charles, driving relationships into a whirlwind of tension. Laura and Trina, who are caring for and protecting Ace, must now confront new troubles as Heather enters the fight with all her boldness and resolve. Laura understands that Heather is an unpredictable opponent who will not hesitate to use any tactic to get what she wants. This forces Laura to consider Ace's safety and future amid a complex legal and emotional battle. Trina, who cares deeply for Ace, also feels the pressure as Heather continually escalates the conflict and tries to turn the situation around. Every move Heather makes only adds to the tension, opening a new challenging chapter where Laura and Trina must fight not just for Ace's well-being, but also to protect what they have built with him over time. Curtis and Portia are joining forces to thwart Heather's schemes, a move that not only reflects their determination to protect their family, but also sheds light on Heather's hidden crimes. Both realize that to ensure Ace's safety and protect their loved ones, They must face Heather head-on, despite the risks. As Curtis and Portia dig deeper, each piece of Heather's dark past slowly comes to light. Crimes Heather once concealed, seemingly forgotten, are now resurfacing through the evidence they gather. The close cooperation between Curtis and Portia is not only aimed at curbing Heather's influence, but also at bringing justice to those she has harmed. The story becomes more intense as the clash between Curtis, Portia, and Heather reaches its climax, sparking a tense showdown where each side fights to protect their interests and loved ones, but ultimately, only one truth will prevail.